I couldn't get these mushrooms for the longest time. When I was in Ohio, I actually purchased a bag of magic mushrooms, but I had no guide. I had no recommendations for how much to consume. So I had a bag about this big, so I thought, well, that's probably one dose. So I consumed the bag. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is like 10 times more than you probably need to consume. It was a warm summer day, and there was a beautiful, big tree, an oak tree. And then I noticed the black clouds on the horizon, and I realized there was a storm coming. And I thought, this is great. I have this great visual of the storm coming. And I thought, well, I'm gonna climb to the top of the tree. So I'm starting to feel the effects. I'm getting waves where the air becomes a liquid, and you have this distortion field go through the visual landscape. I've never seen that before. I'm going, oh, wow, this is what they were talking about. And I see the boiling clouds are coming closer, but they're looking angry now. And then the lightning strikes would go, and then all these geometrical fractals would emanate out of the lightning strikes. And pretty soon I had these overlying mosaics of mathematical patterns and geometric figures of multiple colors that were swimming in this field of vision that these waves were flying through. I've never in my life seen anything like that before. Winds increasing, then the rains would come, and I became extremely scared. And then also I realized I'm on the top of a hill doing a lightning storm in the tallest tree. Not the best place to be when you're going to choose a spiritual experience. And so I held onto the tree for dear life. And that tree was my pillar back into the core of the earth. And I felt secure as long as I held onto the tree. Lightning strikes all around, thunderclaps. 1 second between a lightning strike and a thunderclap, you knew it was coming closer and closer. I was terrified that I wouldn't survive. And through this terrific experience, terrifying and terrific at the same time, I'm up in this tree and I'm saying, well, what should I focus on? And I said, well, Stamets, you're not stupid, but you stutter all the time. And so I thought, I need to stop stuttering. And so I said to myself, stop stuttering. Stop stuttering now. A little inner voice in my head. You hear me? Stop stuttering now. And then I started saying that, stop stuttering now, stop stuttering now, hundreds, thousands of times. After the storm had passed, I came down from the tree, drenched, soaked to the bone, in love with life, with nature, in love with that tree. That tree was so important to me. And I went home, and I went to bed. I didn't see anybody. And the next morning I woke up, and there was a really attractive lady that I liked a lot. But I could never stare at her in the eyes because I was afraid to stutter and embarrass myself. So better to avoid social contact than have social contact, even though I was really attracted to her. And she liked me, but I didn't know what to do with it, with that attention. And so she was walking past me, and she looked at me, and she said, "Good morning, Paul." And for the first time, I looked her straight in the eye, and I said, "Good morning, how are you?" And I stopped stuttering in one session.